All right, family. Welcome back. Y'all know how these things go. Y'all know how these things go. The truth be smacking some heads, y'all. Y'all know how these things go. So I'm gonna wait for a couple people to get in, and we're gonna pick up where we left off. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Let me find some music to play here while we're waiting to jump back in here. I'll tell you, this platform, y'all, it never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to amaze me. Stand by, stand by. All right, y'all come on in. Let me find some music. Y'all know how they do. It's all right. It's all right. But those of y'all that were watching live, you saw probably enough. Okay, so I don't need to play that. I don't need to play any more of that. It's all good. It is all good. It could be that guy. I don't know. He's and he got 1 million subscribers, so he got a big channel. You would think that somebody would appreciate somebody sharing their content and possibly finding them possibly more readers for their books. But it is what it is. It's all good. I'm good with that. I'm done with it. Let's see. Let's find some more music. Let's get a little something while we're waiting for some more folks to come in. All right. While we're waiting for some more folks to come in, y'all. Let's find some music. Here we go. Let's see.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve.
Please welcome President Ronald Reagan, who has a few
we got
questions
5
for
people
you.
in. What's up, Allie?
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
Stand there in the
I had
polling
18
place and
people.
make a decision.
Hang on. I'm gonna let a few more people come in. Let me see if I can get a few more people in, and we're gonna pick right back up. Let me just give you about 2 minutes of royalty-free music. All right, y'all stand by. Y'all stand by. The games they play, family. The games they play. The games they play. Yeah, my people hit me up now. They're saying, "Hey, where you at?" Hang on, stand by, family. My Firefox window here. Hang on. Here's my window. Hang on a second. Y'all stand by. We're gonna be a little technical difficulty, but we good. We good. Y'all stand by. All right. Stand by. All right. Let me let some people know that we're back online. Y'all give me just a minute, and we'll be right back on. What's up, Loretta? Y'all, she said, "Here I go by Mr. Cole." Yeah. Let me. I don't want to poke the bear. Let me just do some royalty-free music. We'll pretend we're at a coffee house. All right. Y'all give me a minute. Give me a minute. We're gonna be back on here. Let me let my boys know we back on. I'm getting some text messages here. What happened, man? You need to stand by, y'all. Stand by. We good. We good. All right, y'all. All right. It's 3:45 in. I'm at the 5-minute mark. I'm gonna turn the music off and we'll get started. Just want to let a few more people in. Y'all sip some coffee. Get you some nice cold ice water. Whatever's going on. Y'all know how they do. Y'all know who we up against. Y'all already know. Y'all already know who we up against. Matter of fact, you know what, pumping. Matter of fact, hold up. Since y'all want to play with me. Hold up, y'all. Since y'all want to play with me, y'all want to play with me. Let me show y'all what's going on here. Let me show y'all what's really happening.
Please welcome President Ronald Reagan.
Nah, we good.
Who has
we
a
good.
few questions for
we
you.
good. I don't want to hear no questions. Here we go.
This little song says there's
Here we
a
go.
war going on.
This little song says there's a war going on.
Is that right?
Is that right?
And it's not a war where your eyes can see, but it's a spiritual warfare.
Yeah. Let me let a little of this play, y'all.
Let
me let a little of this play.
Flesh and blood, but against principalities.
What's up, Anye? What's
all
up?
sorts of spiritual wickedness.
This is what we got to deal with, y'all.
High places.
Y'all see me?
Then the Bible said,
I'm still
if you
all
want to
smile.
win, Is that right? Sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith, your feet prepared with the preparation of the gospel of peace. There's a war going on. And if you want to win, put on the whole armor.
Play a couple of minutes of this song right here. Then we'll get started, y'all. Because this is what we up against right here.
Amen. There's a war going on.
That's all right, Jonathan. I ain't got to play none of your stanky videos no more. I'm trying to do you a favor, bro. Now they messing with my connection.
There's a war going on. And if you're gonna win, you better make sure that you have Jesus deep down within. This battle cannot be won with bullets and guns.
For the enemy, you cannot see with human faculties.
There's a war going on. And if you're gonna win, you better make sure that you have Jesus deep down within. This battle cannot be won with bullets and guns. As the enemy, you cannot see the human faculties. Oh, we wrestle, but again, against the rulers of darkness, against spiritual wickedness, in high places. It's a fact that Satan's on your track, and suddenly, without any warning, the launch is attacked. So you better make sure that you know that wherever you may go.
All right, let me turn down, family. All right, we good. We good. All right, here we go. Here you go. We're gonna do it. We'll do it with the faithful few, y'all. The faithful few. This is what they do. Y'all. This is the games they play. Let me stop sharing that. Stop screen. Yeah, we good. All right, y'all. So here's what I'm gonna do. Enough of Jonathan. Look, I tried to listen. Look, in the spirit of fair use, I called fair use out. I wanted to try to share that video to show you guys some alternative perspectives. But you know what? I don't trip, because when things happen, a lot of times that be the Most High saying, nah. They time up. Don't give them no props. They time is up. They done. That means Jonathan too. They time up. They done. So that a lot of times that be the Most High. Be like, Matt, be the warrior. That Libra in you sometimes, Matt. That little bit of Libra. You want to balance everything, harmonize it. Sometimes you just got to roll your sleeves up and let that Aries energy come through. All right. I got a little Aries energy in here too, just so y'all know. Huh? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll them sleeves up. Later form. I ain't got to show your video. I ain't got to show it. That's all right. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, though. As my Puerto Rico homies in New York say, I'm just going to tell you the truth. What he say, bro, you got another platform we can find you on. Listen, I appreciate you asking that, Mike. Yo, check it, Mike, right here. I'm going to give you my website, okay, because I haven't updated anything in a while, but I can do announcements up there, okay? That's my blog. So y'all check that out. Y'all can subscribe to that. And then what will happen is anytime I write something, it'll publish to your inbox. It'll go to your email address, and you can see when I've made an announcement or if I've written an article or something like that. So y'all please go to mdtalford.com and just subscribe. All you got to do in the sidebar, you will see, and I got some product ads, and I need to update it. I don't sell that product anymore. If you see that in there, don't worry about clicking on the stuff like Total Life Changes. I don't do that anymore. But in the sidebar, you'll see a subscribe button. All you got to do is put your email address in there and hit subscribe. And then whenever I publish a new article or an announcement or something, it'll go straight to your inbox. But I appreciate you asking that question, Mike. And the truth is, all this ish about to go down. It's all about to go down. So let me deal with it. Because all they did was they just slapped the cage. They slapped the cage and rattled they rattled the lion a little bit. And y'all know what happened when you rattle a lion. You know what happened. So here we go. Let me get on to my notes, y'all, so I can get in and get off. I appreciate all of y'all that came back in to get the rest of this. That's just the Most High telling me I need to go ahead and jump into the meat. So here we go. They did me a favor. Actually. I'm jumping right in. Loretta said, buy baby girl's a Libra. I told her I'm gonna buy her a shirt that says I'm the reason you ain't on fire yet. Because I'll be ready to light people up and I'm learning to be humble. Loretta, I'm a Capricorn, actually. I'm a Capricorn, but I'm a Libra rising. So sometimes that rising sign energy takes over, and you want to make sure everybody gets a fair shot and all of that. But I'm a Capricorn. It's real easy for me to get into my IDGAF energy. I don't like to give that up front. Okay, I prefer to when I'm in my Capricorn energy, I prefer to be a problem solver, and I prefer to be an achiever and a hard worker and helping people out. But I can easily get, and I got some Scorpio on my chart too, so I can bring the stinger out if I need to. I just don't show that side of me. I don't like to show that side of me, because anyway, I ain't gonna talk about it. I don't like people to see the warrior. I don't want you to have to see that. I'd rather you see the nice guy. I'd rather you see the nice guy and not have to see the warrior, because the warrior can get ugly. It ain't pretty. It ain't, when I go on war mode, when I go on beast mode, it ain't pretty. But I can go on beast mode lyrically, and I'm going to beast mode right now. Okay. So Olympics, the secret symbolism of the Olympic rings plus theories on opening ceremony. All right. So some of y'all saw those opening ceremony, and I got some TikTok videos, but I'm not even going to share them to the screen, y'all. Y'all can just look up, for those of you that aren't up on what happened with the opening ceremony, y'all can kind of get on that. All right. I'm gonna come back to the symbolism, but I'm gonna deal with these rings first. All right. So one of the things, or one of the themes that I was trying to get to before they cut the video off. Let me see what Hot Shot says. She said, "Forget Jonathan. We do not let them teach us our spiritual book to us." Anyway, I'm with that. I'm with you on that, Hot Shot. And again, I feel like if you're not an Israelite, and I'm sorry if this rubs somebody the wrong way, if you're not an Israelite and you're preaching this whole, you're doubling down on the lie, the gigantic, pervasive lie, centuries long lie, that who is occupying that land right now are the people that are the descendants of the people that were there originally. Let me tell you something, man. And I thank God this happened, because maybe God just wanted me to go war mode. We are in Aries North Node, and Aries is a sign of the warrior. Okay, that's why you got all this war and conflict going on. So maybe I need to take the gloves off and just go straight up, just go straight balls deep. Okay, balls deep. So let me just go balls deep in this thing. All right. Yeah. They not from over there. I've said that in a number of videos. I try to be nice. I try not to be insensitive, but when they won't let you be nice, sometimes you just got to be nasty, right? So anyway, yeah, I feel you. My thing is, if you are preaching the truth and saying, hey, you know what? Like, for example, Dana Stevens. I think his name is Dana Stevens. And I watch him sometimes. He get a little political for me. So sometimes I have to turn him off, because I'm like, you anti-Trump and you pro-Dem. Ain't none of them for nobody. They all work for the same unseen hand. Okay. Let me just say that. They all work for the same hands that you don't see. So I don't get caught up in either side, this party, that party. They all got a little bit of good they do, and a whole lot of, okay, y'all know what that means if y'all been watching me a while. By the way, I'm back online. For those of y'all that are new to me, this ain't how I start, but thank you for watching this video. And to my returning subscribers, y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I had to say that and get that out of the way. So anyway, yeah, I feel you, Hot Shot. Every now and then I try to, because again, you can learn something from anybody. It ain't the package. It is, what are they pouring out of the package? Okay. So Jonathan, listen, I've watched some of his videos, and I extract, it's like you chew the meat and you spit the bones out. You chew the meat, you spit the bones out. So a lot of the history that he was dropping on the Olympics, like, I didn't know any of that. Like I said, the title caught my attention. So I was like, all right, let me see what he's talking about. It's another cat out there, Eric Stackleback. I watch TBN sometimes. I watch TBN Israel. I don't watch a television broadcast. I watch a video on YouTube if it grabs my attention. But a lot of them cats, man, they tripping, because let me tell y'all about Eric before I get on this. Y'all got me in this war mode now, so I don't give up. All right. So let me gloves are off now. Gloves are off. I know who run this platform. I'm trying to be nice. It's some other cats that go for y'all head. I'm trying to be nice, and y'all giving me a hard time. But it's all good. It's all good. You name the rules, I'll play your game and beat you at it. That's how I move. I'll play your game and bust you at it. That's how I move. So anyway, back to Stackleback. I watch these cats, man, and with all of this stuff that's going on in Israel right now, and they're like, oh, this looming, the Iranians are they're this looming attack. Like, we don't know when this is going to hit, and they're terrorizing the Jewish people and the Israeli people. And I'm like, oh, I'm hearing a lot of fragility. Ain't this the same ish y'all did to them 76 years ago? I mean, people let y'all in the house and y'all turn on them and freaking try to glorify it by calling it a Nakba when that really means house cleaning. What kind of house cleaning? Ethnic house cleaning. That's really what it is. When you break down that ancient Hebrew letter for letter, that means housekeeping. I mean, house cleaning. It don't mean no darn freaking catastrophe. That softens it. To call it a catastrophe is a train derailing. A catastrophe is a freaking hurricane hitting an island. A catastrophe is a volcanic eruption. A catastrophe is a wildfire. Y'all trying to blend all of that into a catastrophe. No, call it what it is. It was an ethnic cleansing. And it's never stopped. All right. But now that the Most High has flipped it on you, and I'm gonna read the scripture that's got to deal with that. Now that the Most High has flipped it on you, now it's this fragility. Oh, they can't return to their homes. They haven't been in their homes for 11 months, going on a year. Well, you know what? These other people ain't been in their homes for 76 years. You got generations of people whose freaking parents and grandparents died in tents, waiting to go back home. Don't look for no sympathy from me. I give zero damns. I ain't got no damns left. I'm 3 short of having 2 damns to give. I'm 3 short of having 2 damns to give. I don't get anyway. I don't want to hear that, man. So anyway, these guys, Eric Stackleback and them, they're reading scriptures. Well, you know, the God of Israel will neither sleep nor slumber. And I heard him one time say, what did he say? He said, what did he say? He said, he read a little bit of the scripture from. This is how you know cats be watching your platform, but low key be watching your platform, but you ain't seeing them view numbers. All right. No, the gloves are off tonight. The gloves are off. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Maybe everything happens for a reason. The gloves are off. This is how you know cats be low key watching you, because you see them touch on topics they ain't never touched before. All right. So anyway, he read a little bit of that passage of scripture from Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, and he goes, well, you know, family, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And I'm like, why you stop? Keep reading. Oh, is this the reason why you ain't keep reading? Let me bring it up before I get onto this Olympic rings, y'all. Yo, man, they done slapped the bull, man. I was minding my own business. I'm trying to get on here and share something with the people. Y'all want to come for me. This is what happens. This is what happens. I'm gonna read it now. Y'all gonna see how little the God of Israel with y'all. Y'all gonna see how little. Y'all about to find out how little. That's why people want to throw their Bibles away right now, because y'all starting to see. Y'all see, all y'all got to do is let me mind my business and present this stuff in a nice Libran way. All right. But you want the Capricorn horns to come out. You want the horns to come out. It's all good. We here now. Let me share this to the screen. This is the stuff I see when I'm watching TBN Israel and TBN and all of this stuff with cats. They now praying for deliverance. I'm like, you think God gonna let you? I told y'all this in 2023. You can't take something on a lie and think you're gonna get to hold on to it. God will hear you say, I'm sorry, but you still got to get corrected. Y'all be taking the Most High for some softy or something. Oh, he's a God of love. Yo, he a God of wrath first. Let me share this to the screen, y'all. Let me share it. They shouldn't have messed with me, yo. She said they're going through the plagues. Oh, absolutely. So I've been watching a lot of Farrakhan. That man, he tell the truth. They don't like him either. Churches are losing money too. They've been out recruiting in my area. Of course, they trying to pull people back in with that fear. That low vibrational fear, guilt, and shame. People up in church physically sick because low vibrational energy invites low vibrational circumstances. You're supposed to be high vibrational. Brother, you know you ought to be ashamed of yourself, brother. How many times have you heard that in church? Sister, sister, where you been? You ain't been in church, sister. What you doing? Oh, you my daddy now? Anyway, right here. So this is what he read. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And then he stops. So I'm like, Eric, where the rest of it at? Keep reading, Eric. Keep reading it. Oh, you don't want to read verse 8, do you? For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves to him. See, he had to stop short of verse 8, because tell me what strangers are serving themselves of y'all. Ain't none. Ain't no strangers serving themselves to y'all. So he had to stop there. These cats trip me out how they watch us and then try to piecemeal these little prophetic scriptures, but they don't want to eat the whole plate. Huh? What your mama say back in the day? You ain't getting up from this table till you finish your plate. Nope. You ain't just gonna eat the meat and leave the vegetables there. You're gonna eat them. You're gonna eat that rice. You're gonna eat them string beans. You're gonna eat that cornbread before you get up from that table. And then you might get some cake because of the way you're playing with me right now. You might not. Huh? You want to read, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. But see, you can't read verse 8 because if you read verse 8, then it tells you who Jacob is and who Jacob ain't. Don't play with me, man. I don't know why y'all play with me. I don't know why y'all play with me, man. I don't know why y'all play with me. Matt be trying to be nice, man. I don't know why y'all want to with me, man. These Olympic rings. Let me deal with them, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to have your mind blown? So, one of the things that he was talking about is this whole lapse of this ritual. Hang on a second, y'all. I hear my dog outside the door. Let me make sure he ain't got to go outside. Hold up a second. Believe it or not, my dog is tapped in too. My dog is tapped in. My dog know when I'm hype. He tapped in. He very spiritual. Y'all think some of these animals, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better pay attention, man. There's a whole lot of awakening happening right now, and a whole lot of DNA upgrades, and it ain't just happening to humans. All right. Anyway, back on my point. So to deal with this lapse, so to make sure that these Olympics don't ever go away again, they created this symbol of these 5 rings. Now, I'm going to read to you what the book definition of the meaning of the 5 rings is, and then I'm going to show y'all what it is. Loretta, listen, Anya's intuitive. That's my homegirl. She got a cat too. She was telling me cats is like probably one of the most spiritual 4-legged animals out there. Like I'm not a cat person. Pardon me. My hats off to people who I've just never been a cat person, but this dog I got. This dog is like, yo, he's the truth. He the truth. He can pick up on, he reads energy. He really does. He can read energy like a book. Anyway, let me bring this up on the screen, y'all. Let me bring this up. They threw me for a little loop there, but it's all good. It's all good. Let me see. Let me go to Wiki. Do I want to go to Wikipedia? Let's do Wikipedia. Let's see. I'm gonna show you what they're putting out, then I'm gonna show y'all what the real deal is. I hate that I had to come back in here beast mode like this. I like to have a nice little, because people are going to watch this on demand and they're going to be like, what the hell am I watching? What did I walk in on? Sorry, it is what it is. It is what it is. It be like that sometimes. I'll let God drive. I just move out the way and let the Most High drive. Anyway, let's see. Is this the one I want to show y'all, or do I want to do Wiki? Okay, all right. Yeah, this is simple enough. Let me go with this. This one is from the Sporting News, established in 1886. Let me share this on the screen. All right. Didn't have to be this way, man. Yeah, it didn't have to be this way. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. Sporting News. What do the Olympic rings represent? Explaining the meaning behind colors, design of Olympic Games logo. Okay, that is not an everlasting logo. That logo is new. Okay, it's a little over 100 years old. What do the Olympic rings represent? The 5 rings represent the inhabited continents of the world: Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas, North and South, and Oceania, which is Australia. From left to right, the color Australia, and then the little islands off of Australia. That's all Oceania. From left to right, the colors on the official symbol are blue, yellow, black, green, and red. As per Rule 8 of the Olympic Charter, the Olympic symbol expresses the activity of the Olympic movement and represents the union of the 5 continents and the meeting of athletes from throughout the world at the Olympic Games. Okay? In combination with the white background, the rings account for the colors of almost every flag in the world. The symbol is based on a design first created by French historian Pierre de Coubertin in 1913. Interestingly enough, World War I started a year later. These 5 rings represent the 5 parts of the world now won over to the cause of Olympism and ready to accept its fecund rivalries. Let me read that. Let me look that up. Let's see. Copy. I'll just copy it. Let me put it on my dictionary app. Okay. Now, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Let me share this. Okay. Fecund or fecund is an adjective. It means producing or capable of producing an abundance of offspring or new growth. Fertile. Okay. So that's what fecund means. Fecund, whatever. Sound like feces, don't it? Anyway. I shouldn't have done that. My mom always be telling me I go too far sometimes with the comments. Anyway, here we go. Now let me get back to the article. It did sound like feces, though, didn't it? Tell the truth, y'all. All of it's feces. All right, it's a 4-letter word. Anyway, we're bull, preceded by bull. The symbol is based on a design first created by French historian Pierre de Coubertin in 1913. These 5 rings represent the 5 parts of the, and this is a quote, the 5 parts of the world now won over to the cause of Olympism and ready to accept its fecund rivalries. Don't say fecal rivalries. De Coubertin said of his creation, what is more, the 6 colors thus combined reproduce those of all nations without exceptions. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to deal with the Paris Olympics logo. Let me stop sharing that. So they're telling y'all that the joining of the 8 of the 5 rings represents the joining of, the 5 inhabited continents in the spirit of Olympism. Now, sounds really good. It sounds like some good, marketing, right? Right. Let me hit y'all with I'm not gonna hold y'all no more. Let me read a comment real quick. They are already planning the next Olympics in California. Like they're still going to be running things then, but can't put the homeless in homes. Make that make sense? Absolutely. How much money they putting into that, right? They could easily build. Absolutely. You nailed it, Loretta. So now let me get ready to blow y'all mind, because this is what was revealed to me. And I'm gonna show y'all some stuff on the screen. All right. Now, some of y'all have seen, I've done probably 2 or 3 videos breaking down the real meaning of tarot and how tarot and Torah are the same vibration when you remove the vowels. Okay. I got another video coming up. I know I've been telling y'all, I've been promising y'all this for a couple of years. I'm gonna get on the stick and get it done. But I got another video breaking down why these European languages introduced all these vowels, because the original Eastern languages were heavy on the consonants and the vowels were implied. If you look at the original Hebrew character set, there are 22 consonants, no vowels. But every one of you watching this video right now is able to say their name. You can remove the vowels from your name and still say your name. Why? Because the vowels are built in. They're built into the consonants. There's not this heavy emphasis on it. So Torah, tarot, the same vibration. Instruction from beyond. I did a video on that. If y'all want to see it, just put something in the comments and I'll put it in the description box since they want to blow. And that Jonathan Kahn video ain't going back in the description box. Screw him. All right. Oh, you know what? That ain't fair to him. He didn't shut it down. YouTube did it. So whatever. My bad, Jonathan. If you're watching this, you ain't do nothing to me, man. Whatever. If you saw me sharing it, you probably would have been okay with it. My bad. I retract that statement. I ain't got nothing against you, man. It's the platform, and we know we're on the platform. But I'm still not going to put that video up there. But it is what it is. That's where we at now. And time is running short. And I ain't trying to make no new friends. I ain't trying to make no enemies either. But I don't care if you want to come for me. You have to deal with the team. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Now, let's see. So, tarot, Torah. I broke it down for y'all. The revolution. Jesus, that's probably what's coming. The revelation that I had with regards to the symbology of the Olympic rings was this. It's the number 5. All right. I'm gonna read to y'all what the numerology of the number of what number 5 means numerologically speaking, and then I'm gonna show you something in tarot that's gonna tie all of this together. Because remember, when they brought the Olympics back around the turn of the 20th century, one of the goals was to keep it alive and never have the Olympics leave again. Jonathan explained to you why. It was a ceremony to the gods, so to speak. It was a competition to the gods. And in the ancient Greece, they used to do the stuff naked. All right. And y'all know what the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans were about. Y'all already know. I did a video talking about the alphabet gang and their month that they get in June. Okay. For those of y'all that want to see that, put it in the comments. I broke down the symbology of the reverse chakra map. That is that flag, and why one of the colors is removed. I showed you how they use symbols and imagery to power their magic. that goes subtle unless you have eyes to see and ears to hear. Okay. What's up, Tony? Shalom, brother. Shalom. So unless you have eyes to see and ears to hear, this stuff goes right over your head, but it still works on you. They've proven this. They've proven that showing you a television ad with certain little symbols in the background. This is why they encode this stuff in these Disney. You watch some of these Disney cartoons. There have been a number of people that have broken down these Disney cartoons showing you like phalluses and stuff in the background. And then you wonder why these kids get so sexualized at an early age. They put these symbology that the eyes see. You're not even looking at it per se, but the eyes see it. I've seen it on myself back in the day. Like I'd be sitting there in 10:30 at night, minding my business, watching TV. Here comes a McDonald's ad. And all of a sudden I'm like, man, I got a taste for a quarter pounder. I ain't have no taste of no quarter pounder before. Or they showing it to you in a movie. You watch the movie, somebody drives past a McDonald's, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about McDonald's, and McDonald's wasn't even the focus of the shot. This is how the symbology works, y'all. This is how it works. So I talked about that in that flag. If you want to see it, I explained to you why you cannot say nothing about certain lobbies without somebody coming for you. And it has everything to do with one of the colors that was removed from that flag. Y'all go and watch that. I'm telling y'all this stuff is real. It's as real as it gets, okay? So now I'm explaining to you why the Olympics came back with that 5 rings. Yeah, that is the cover. On the cover, they're showing you, yeah, this is the connection, the joining of the 5 inhabited continents in friendly competition. That's the cover story. But if you don't know the symbolism behind it, you won't understand why it keeps going on. So I'm going to show it to you now. And it has everything to do with numerology. And believe it or not, symbology from tarot. I'm going to show it to you, right? Let's deal with the numerology first. Subliminal messages. That's exactly right, Tony. You got to have an eye to see and ears to hear. Here we go. All right, number 5, meaning in numerology. Learning about the single digit 5. Okay, this is from numerology.com. This is a great resource. I highly recommend you guys bookmark it, check it out. You can learn a lot about yourself once you know your own personal numerology. It just helps you. The more knowledge of self you have, the more you appreciate yourself and how you were designed by the Most High. And once you know how you work, it actually helps you to move through this earth better, through this physical, dense physical plane better. This is school. We all come here to pass different trials, pass different tests so that we can ascend, right? So the more you know yourself, it's like being in the army and getting deployed and they saying, here's this weapon for you to use and you got to go to combat, but you never had any training on the weapon. You don't know the weapon. You don't know what the safety is. You don't know how to reload it. You don't know how to clear a jam. You don't know how to oil the bolt, none of that. You're like, okay, what do I do with this? You can't be successful if you don't know how to use the tools, right? So this is the more you learn about yourself, the more successful you can be. This is why they don't want you to know this stuff and they demonize it. Because guess what? If you don't know yourself, then you're subject to somebody else's will for your life. I'm going to say that again. When you don't know yourself, you are subject to somebody else's will for your life. And that is why the scripture says in Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Why? Because you reject knowledge. Because you reject knowledge, I will reject you and you will be no priest to me. What is a priest? Is a priest somebody who delivers religious rites? Not in that context. Remember, the ancient high priests, the ancient priests, the chosen ones of the Most High, male and female, priests and priestesses. Y'all know that these modern paternal powers that used to be, they wanted to erase women and make women subservient to men and their only job is to have babies and clean up the house. Nah, we're a team. We're a team, okay? But they wanted to remove that aspect of it, especially given who they pressed that on. Because that melanated mommy, one of the most powerful beings in existence, but they don't want y'all to know that. They want us fighting each other, okay? Want y'all fighting each other and want us fighting y'all and y'all fighting us. That's good. I'm going to deal with that in a second too. Know thyself. Know thyself. Here we go. Number 5, meaning in numerology. Learning about the single digit 5. Every one of the numbers in numerology has its very own set of personality traits that sets it apart from the other numbers, okay? I'm going to skip this little intro part right here and go on down. What is the definition of 5 in numerology? A key characteristic of the number 5 is curiosity and the need for a variety of exciting experiences in order to feel fulfilled. They're 5 rings. They're 5 rings. The need for a variety of exciting experiences in order to feel fulfilled. Is there not a variety of exciting games in the Olympics? And I'm not completely demonizing the Olympics. I watched the basketball. Loved it. I watched a little bit of the boxing. I watched a little bit of the tennis. Watched a lot of the track and field. Okay. Anyway, I used to run track. So it is what it is. Okay. Anyway, let me keep going. It craves freedom and adventure and isn't afraid to let the wind carry it where it may. For the 5, life isn't about setting goals and making plans. It is about getting out there and experimenting. Anything that stirs the senses piques the 5's interest, and it can't wait to partake in the experience. The numerology number 5 is a master of change, able to go with the flow and adapt itself to thrive in different environments and social situations. It is happiest when things feel fresh, high energy, and full of possibility. The moment an experience starts to feel too routine or predictable, the 5 will move on to something more captivating. How many times have you seen them add these new Olympic Games? I watched something this year that I'd never seen before: a rock climbing wall, something new, 3-on-3 basketball. Never seen 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics. Okay, they had Olympic breakdancing this year, y'all. They had a guy win a gold, my bronze medal. Something I was watching, Olympic breakdancing. That's 5 energy. That's 5 energy. The only thing this number is truly attached to is being unattached. Okay. I won't get into the strengths and weaknesses of it. I just want to give y'all that basic definition of 5. Now, let me move on. Okay. What's up, Fair Use? Loretta said, I just bought a book from a brother about angels. Interesting. I'd like to hear about that. I would love to hear about Chuck. What's up? Chuck and the Jiving. What's up, brother? What's up, man? Tony said they will flash 2 images in the reel and you won't see it, but your subconscious will see it. That's how it works. That's how it works. She said people on Facebook are upset about the breakdancing. I kind of said, let me shut my mouth because I was about to say something that we'll probably see next, but I ain't giving nobody no ideas. All right. And again, who's to even say it's going to be a 2028 Olympics? Let me keep going. All right. Let me stop sharing this. And now I'm about to blow y'all mind. Y'all ready? I hope y'all ready. Okay. 5. Let's deal with the 5, okay? Let me find this one. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not the one I want. There we go. Okay, so the first thing now, for those of y'all that are familiar with tarot, y'all might know some of this. For those of y'all that aren't familiar, just pay attention because you're going to see the link in the symbology. Every one of the minor arcana in tarot, you got major arcana, which is like spiritual cards, and then you got minor arcana, which are more practical and, you know, physical. One is physical, one spiritual. Anyway, I won't get into that. I don't teach tarot, so I just know the basics of it. Okay, I know enough to do what I do here, and that is teach. Okay, so when you look at the 5s in tarot, every one of the 5s in the minor arcana, you got wands, which represent action or fire. You got swords, which represents air or speech or words. You have cups, which represents emotions, and then you have pentacles, which represents earth energy and practical stuff and money and coins, that sort of thing. Every one of the 5s in those 4 suits has to deal with some sort of conflict. I want y'all to read this because this, again, is going to blow your mind when you hear it. All right. And then I'm going to deal with the number 5 major arcana cards. Watch. Here we go. Let me share this to the screen. Hope y'all ready. This is going to blow your mind, man. It blew mine. All right, this is from this website called Biddy Tarot, biddytarot.com. All right, the 5 of Wands tarot card meanings. Remember, 5. Look at the card there. You got people holding up these wands that look like they fighting, okay? Upright, the 5 of Wands means conflicts, disagreements, competition, tension, and diversity, all right? The description. In the 5 of Wands, men appear to be fighting each other, using their wands as weapons. However, on closer observation, their wands are raised, but not striking or injuring anyone. It is as if there is no real purpose or outcome in this chaotic scene other than to create conflict and sow discord amongst the group. Each man wears a different outfit, symbolizing their diverse backgrounds and belief systems, and suggesting that because of their differences, they cannot find harmony and common ground with one another. Sound like Olympic competition to you? Sound like Olympic competition? Does that sound like Olympic competition? Let me keep going. That's the Five of Wands, all right? Next. All right, let's go back. All right, that was Wands. Let's go to Pentacles next. No, you know what? Let's do Swords next. We'll do the masculine energies and the feminine. Now that's masculine. Those are the actually, I probably could stop right there because we're talking about masculine energy there with competition. All right, let's do this. Hang on a second. 5. Exhibit B, Your Honor. Exhibit B. 5 of Swords. What did I tell you? Swords is words. 5. Number 5. 5 Olympic rings. Upright. The 5 of Swords represents conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, and winning at all costs. All right. In the 5 of Swords, a sly-looking man picks up 3 swords from the ground. He glances over his shoulder at 2 men who are walking away with their shoulders slouched, conveying a sense of sadness and loss. 2 more swords are strewn across the grass, suggesting a battle has been fought and lost. The sky is cloudy and tumultuous, a sign that not all is well, even though the fighting has stopped. That's the 5 of Swords description. All right. All right, let me read this upright. 5 of Swords upright. The 5 of Swords turns up when you have had a falling out, disagreement, or conflict, and you are walking away with a sense of sadness and loss. You may be upset and resentful over the heated words you said, and now wish you could take back. Bad blood, general ickiness hanging over you as relations have turned sours. Okay, even if you won the argument or came out the apparent victor, you realize that you have lost as much as or more than your opponent. This battle has cost you trust, respect, dignity, blase, blase, blah. Okay, I think I can skip the rest of this. 5 of Swords can indicate that you're competing with others on the path to success. It's all competition. Okay, it's all about competition and conflict. That's that 5 number again. Okay, now notice too that it seems, and y'all can put this in the comments. Let me know. It seems to me that every year that the Olympics comes around, the Summer Olympics at least, I don't check for the Winter Olympics too much, but at least when the summer, and actually they split it some time ago because it used to be once every 4 years they had the Winter Olympics and Summer Olympics. I don't know when they flipped it and made it every 2 years with the Winter Olympics being like we got the Summer Olympics here in 2024. 2026 going to be the Olympic, the winter, and 2028 the summer. So sometime either at the end of the 90s or late 80s or something, it switched and they broke it up and started making it every 2 years. It gives the illusion of being every 4 years because you got the Winter Olympics every 4 years and you got the Summer Olympics every 4 years, but they're staggered 2 years apart. So they keep this thing going. They keep it going. Let me go back now and do the other 2 suits because I want y'all to see this. This is across all. Now, when you're talking tarot, wands and swords are masculine energy, but guess what? The feminine doesn't escape it either. Let me show you the feminine energy now. Pentacles and cups. And then I'm gonna show you the major arcana. This is mind blowing, y'all. Five of Pentacles, tarot card meaning upright, financial loss, poverty, lack mindset, isolation, worry. Okay. In the 5 of Pentacles, 2 people walk through the icy wind and snow. Both are destitute and living in poverty. One man is injured and on crutches, while the other is barefoot and has only a thin blanket to protect him from the bleak winter weather. Behind them sits a church with its lit up and exuding warmth, a symbol of hope, faith, and spiritual support. However, because the 2 people are so focused on their plight, they fail to see that help is available to them and continue on in their desperate journey. That's the description. Maybe it mean the church ain't open their doors to them either. I'm just saying. If they destitute, they ain't got no money to put in the offering pan. Do they really want them to come in there? Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, that's 5 of Pentacles. I'm not going to read the long descriptions. But again, you're talking about problems. Ain't nothing positive about that energy. The 5 of Pentacles is actually those circles. That's the rings right there. That's the rings. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. We talking wands, energy, whatever. Let's keep going. All right. Got one more to go. And then I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the majors. This is mind blowing, y'all. This is the energy of the Olympic rings. Five of Cups. Upright, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism. What happens when somebody loses a competition? What happens when somebody loses a competition? This is the energy that's released. Now, they love to show you the champions. They love to show you the podium. They love to show you who won the gold, who won the silver, who won the bronze. But there are more losers than there are winners, right? So the sadness that is exuded when somebody loses a competition or they get knocked out in a medal round. Remember what I told y'all, man. These dark entities on this planet feed off of low vibrational energy. When you lose a competition and you sad and that sadness gets released and all of the countries and the fans from those countries that were pulling for their team to win, all that sadness far outweighs the happiness of the people who did win. There's always more losers in war or competition than there are winners. There can only be one winner. Remember that. You take a tennis tournament. I love tennis. You take a tennis tournament that starts out with a field of 128 players, all right? In the end, there are 2 people playing in that final round. And guess what? Only one of them can win. Everybody else that lost is sad, okay? Maybe not everybody. Some people can take a loss and say, hey, I learned something from that. Like I haven't had a winning record this summer season for tennis, but you know what? I'll leave every tennis match like, okay, this is what I got to work on next time. All right, okay, so this is what I did well this match. This is what I didn't do so well. Now I don't know what I got to do to practice. I ain't gonna, man, I lost, I feel bad if I didn't play well. But if I play well and I still lose, I'm like, okay, I got more stuff I can work on. This is what I did well. So, but anyway, when you're talking about these big competitions, these worldwide competitions, there's more sadness released. And look at the opening ceremony, which I'm going to touch on in a minute too, because I'm going to show y'all how God flips stuff on the enemy. It looked like the enemy's in charge with that opening ceremony. I'm going to show you how the Most High, again, sent them a strong delusion and had them dig a pit for themselves. Remember Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he who rolled the stone it shall return upon him. That happened. That happened with that opening ceremony. It happened. I'm going to show you how in just a minute. Let me finish this part up. All right, 5 of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism. The 5 of Cups shows a man in a long black cloak looking down on 3 cups that have been knocked over, symbolic of his disappointments and failures. Behind him stands 2 cups representing new opportunities and potential. But because he is so fixed on his losses, the overturned cups, he misses the opportunities available to him. In the background, a bridge crosses a large flowing river and leads to the security of the castle or home on the opposite side of the riverbank. If only he can move on from the overturned cups. The bridge is a message to find a way through. That's the Olympics, okay? Now, let me give you the majors, and I'm going to show you this this number 5 card and then the actual 5th card. Because in tarot with the major arcana, it actually starts with the number 0. The first card is the number 0 card. So I'm going to show you the number 5 card, and I'm going to show you the 5th card. Let me show you the 5th card. The 5th card is actually the number 4 card. So you always got 2 when it comes to a number. The 5th card is actually the number 4 card because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just that the first card starts with a 0. So that's how you kind of look at it. Let me show you what this means. The 5th card is the Emperor. The Emperor upright represents authority, establishment, structure, and a father figure. If the Empress is the mother archetype of the tarot deck, the Emperor is the father. He sits upon a large stone throne adorned with 4 ram's heads, symbolic of his connection with Aries and the planet Mars. What's that? The planet of war, aggression, competition. That's Mars, okay? In his right hand, the Emperor holds an Ankh, the Egyptian symbol of life, and in his left hand is an orb representing the world over which he rules. He wears a red robe indicative of his power, passion, and energy for life. Underneath it, he wears a suit of armor, suggesting that he is protected from any threats and any emotional response or vulnerability. His long white beard is symbolic of his age-old wisdom and experience, and along with his gold crown, he is an authority figure who demands to be heard. Behind his throne looms a tall, impenetrable mountain range, signifying that he is backed by a solid foundation, but resistant to making any changes unless he deems it necessary. Beneath the peaks flow a small river, giving some hope that despite his tough exterior, he is still an emotional being. It will just take a lot of digging and trust to open him up to his softer side. So that's the energy, this paternal emperor ruler type of energy, okay? Old world. Now, emperor is a masculine card. It's a masculine card. Y'all understand that there is a war to suppress feminine energy at this time because the feminine energy of the earth is rising. We're hitting that cosmic shift where masculine energy governing the planet has to give way to feminine energy. All right. And for those of y'all that want to get in your feelings and think it's about man versus woman, it's not. Everybody has masculine energy and feminine energy. Feminine energies are creativity, love that comes from the heart, feelings, and intuition. That's the energy that's about to rule. The outgoing energy was the money, the root, okay, root chakra. That's money, that's security, both financial and physical. So you're talking war, all of that. It is the sun, the solar plexus, confidence, strength, and those are good energies anyway. But it's more on the physical side. And then finally, the fifth chakra, which is the voice, the throat, speaking. Okay, ruling with words, ruling with the pen is mightier than the sword. That's like fifth. That's masculine energy. These things move and they move in ebbs and flows. The energies of the cosmos, the energies of existence always balance themselves out. You go from a masculine age to a feminine age, to a masculine age to a feminine age. That's just how it works. They are trying to suppress feminine energy. And the Olympics is kind of that. The Olympics is kind of that. But I'm going to show you that. I mean, look at the opening ceremony. You got men dressed up like women. All right. Anyway, let me keep going. That's the Emperor card. And the actual number 5 card is the Hierophant. Okay. Upright, it represents spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, and institutions. The Hierophant is the masculine counterpart to the High Priestess. He is also known as the Pope or the teacher in other tarot decks and is ruled by Taurus. The Hierophant is a religious figure. Religion. I told y'all religion is going away, right? The Hierophant is a religious figure sitting between 2 pillars of a sacred temple, though his temple differs from the one in which the High Priestess sits. He wears 3 robes, red, white, and blue, and a 3-tiered crown, both representing the 3 worlds over which he rules: the conscious, the subconscious, and the superconscious. All right. In his left hand, he holds the papal cross, a triple scepter that signifies his religious status. He raises his right hand in a religious blessing with 2 fingers pointing towards heaven and 2 towards the earth. Okay. Before him kneels 2 followers. The Hierophant's task is to pass down his spiritual wisdom and initiate the 2 into the church so they can take up their appointed roles. This imagery speaks to a shared group identity and a rite of passage to enter the next level. The crossed keys at the Hierophant's feet represent the balance between the conscious and subconscious minds and the unlocking of mysteries which only he can teach. All right. Now, let's see. There was another one that I wanted to show you guys that broke that down a little bit differently. Let's see. Where is it? Is this it? Traditional values, conventional, conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge sharing. Traditional values and institutions. The Hierophant can represent a counselor or mentor. Yeah, this is the one I'm going to show you guys. This is the last one, and then I'm going to show you guys how they actually thought that they were doing some ritual or something with that opening ceremony, but how the Most High flipped it on them. They don't even see it coming. But I'm here to show it to y'all. Here we go. This is from the Tarot Guide. This is another description of the Hierophant, a little bit different. The Hierophant is the card of traditional values and institutions. The Hierophant can represent a counselor or mentor who will provide you with the wisdom and guidance, or a spiritual or religious advisor, such as a priest, vicar, preacher, imam, rabbi, or a monk. Alternatively, you may be dealing with someone who is very set in their ways. The institutions the Hierophant Tarot card can represent include economic, religious, political, social, family, educational, social welfare, and medical. Its appearance can signify that now is the time to conform to convention or tradition. It's not a time to rock the boat. Okay. It can also be an indicator that you will take part in some sort of traditional ceremony, or that you may start creating some new traditions or rituals of your own. There's your Olympics. That's the magic of the 5 rings. All right. That's the magic of the 5 rings. There was another one I read earlier that talked about how this continuity goes on. But the continuity is, hey, you know what? Somebody loses. There's always more losers than winners. But what you do, you come back and try to win the next time. This is how they keep it going. And each time they do it, they rerun that ritual. That's the ancient ritual from ancient Greece. So now y'all know. Now y'all know why there was that big long lull, why they put it away, why it's back, and how this 5 energy is to keep it going. They're like, okay, we got to come up with some type of symbology that is going to be magical to give us the result that this will never end. Okay, but it's going to come to an end. It's going to come to an end. Loretta said, let's see, baseball odds. Let me see, we're American Way, chaos, dog eat dog. Yep. Then they just going to tell you, I'm going to pray for you. Yep. Baseball odds. That young lady that lost her medal. Exactly, Loretta. Exactly. They decided, hey, you know what? Forget about the fact that she actually did a tougher routine than the girl that they originally gave the bronze medal, or took the bronze medal from and gave it to her, because her people came and protested and said she had a higher degree of difficulty than this other girl. See what I'm saying? So forget about the fact that she actually did a better stunt that was more difficult and nailed it. This other girl says, well, they were 4 seconds behind the time that they should have came in to appeal, so it shouldn't have been allowed to count. Okay, but this girl just smashed you in competition, but on a technicality, they take it and give it to somebody else. That's the kind of stuff they do. But that's more of that 5 energy. It is supported by the energy that they decided to harness. Remember, it ain't, this is what I try to tell y'all all the time. It's not the knife that's bad. It's the intent of the person that can make the knife. The knife is never bad. If somebody picks a knife up to cut a potato because they want to make some homemade French fries or home fries or whatever, or hash browns or whatever, y'all know I like to eat. Anyway, that knife is being used for good. But if somebody grabs a knife and says, man, ouch, and tries to go at somebody with it, is the knife evil or the person? It's the same thing. They find these symbols, y'all, these ancient symbols that are pretty much, they hold meaning. So they take them and they put them and apply them to a nefarious meaning. If you look up the original meaning of the swastika, I watched a guy on a YouTube channel break down the swastika, and he said if you look at the symbolism of the swastika in and of itself, he said it was an ancient Kemetic symbol, and it had nothing to do with Nazism. But they understand the power of these different symbols, and they harness that power for nefarious reasons. That's it. That's it. So anyway, let me keep going. She said they didn't learn anything from our books and how empires don't last forever. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. She said, I've been watching that lady you recommended. Joni, this month is a mess according to her predictions. Yo, you already had that 4 point something in California. What was that last week? This stuff is coming around. It's coming around. Let me go back to my notes here, y'all, so we can get ready to wrap this up. All right. So the symbolism in the opening ceremony, the Last Supper scene. All right. So what y'all can really do, I'm not gonna bring it up again. I don't feel like dealing with these people. I mean, I got a TikTok video, but I don't feel like sharing it to the screen. Those of y'all that have seen it, if you haven't seen it, just Google or whatever your favorite search engine is, look up the opening ceremony, do a search on opening ceremony Last Supper, and you can probably see that video or some snippet of it or whatever. You can definitely find it on TikTok. All right, TikTok is still the wild, wild west until they get rid of it. But anyway, so you had this symbolism of the opening ceremony with this Last Supper scene with all of these drag queens and all of these people from the Alphabet Gang playing, basically mimicking the disciples and the Messiah, right? So people got up in their arms about that. But watch this, or got up in arms about it. But watch this. Watch this. You can transmute that energy by revealing the reversal of fortune. Here's what I mean by that. If you understand the original Last Supper and what followed, the crucifixion, the trial, all of that, what you had was an innocent man that was turned over into the hands of the wicked, signaling the sacrifice of the Lion of Judah and everything that he taught and represented. They were trying to silence him because what he was teaching was setting captive minds free. It was breaking people free from the chains of bondage that were brought on by the quote unquote law and the religious institutions. And these people that were not even doing the very things that they were telling everybody else they should be doing. He was like, all right, I'm gonna come here and show y'all where y'all are failing, because I'm gonna do everything in that law. I'm gonna do everything in the books of the law, and then I'm gonna give everybody some easier instruction. We're gonna put this away and say, listen, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and keep his instructions. And then love your neighbor as yourself. Whatsoever things you want done to you, that is what you should do. All right. Love your neighbor as yourself. He said, if you do these two things right here, you fulfill all of the law right there. You can throw the rest of that out. Just do them two things, and you don't have to worry about each and every one of these different idiosyncrasies. They don't matter anymore. Okay. So he said Esau did it then and now. Neither did a Confederate flag. Confederate flag too. Yep. Sounds like them bad guns. Yep. They did. Okay, let me keep going. Y'all know I get sidetracked looking at the comments. So they took an innocent man and turned him over into the hands of the wicked, signaling his forthcoming sacrifice. Right? Now, watch this. So, signaling the sacrifice of the son of the lights, okay? The Lion of Judah, and everything that he taught and represented. All right? And what did he teach and represent? He taught and represented spiritual concepts. He taught people how to remember who they were. Look, and he wasn't teaching the whole world. He came there to teach to those lost sheep. What did he say in the scripture? I am but come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's like y'all done lost y'all way. Let me remind y'all that y'all are the sons and the daughters of the Most High God. So all this stuff that Jonathan Kahn was talking about the gods and stuff like that, there are other gods. Do I need to read Micah chapter 4 for y'all again? 4 and 1 through 4? There are other gods. But the Most High chose you. And if I'm pointing to you, you know who I'm talking to. He ain't choose everybody. That's why some folks going to have to get up out of their house, or the house that they took over, the tents that they've enlarged themselves in. They're going to have to get up out of there. But they ain't going to leave, so the Most High going to drive them out. I ain't want to have to say that, but y'all shouldn't have messed with me earlier. Here it is. I ain't want to have to say that. That's what's coming. I told y'all that 9-year energy that we're on the cusp of. And if you want to look at the Lionsgate portal and align it with the ancient Egyptian / Kemetic New Year, because that's what they saw as their new year, because that's when they planted their fresh crops after the Nile River overran its banks. Then we're going to start to see that 9-year energy already. You got people over here. Watch. It's going to be an influx of people from this country. Into this country whose grandparents were from this country anyway. I told y'all to go watch that documentary on that ship called the Exodus 1947 or something. How they basically chartered a ship and loaded it up with people and left New York and went gangbusters into the Canaan land. And like we here now, we ain't leaving. That happened. It's documented. Y'all go watch that. You can't take something on a lie and blame that lie on God. You can't be over there digging up ancient artifacts like them spirits ain't gonna wake up and be like, who are y'all? We don't know y'all. All of this stuff that's happening is happening because I did the video 3 weeks ago, where I said certain folks did not follow Paul's instruction. Y'all love Paul, but y'all ain't follow his instruction to a T. Paul said, don't boast yourself against the natural olive branches, because the same God that took them out, what you think he'll do to you? You a wild olive branch that was grafted in, and that grafted in ain't have nothing to do with no church. It's time for them lies to stop too. That being grafted in had nothing to do with church, had nothing to do with religion. It was grafted into the root, the lump, the land. I'm gonna let you eat off this energy since they didn't know what they had. But their punishment is only gonna last for a season. I'm gonna do a whole nother prophecy breakdown later this week. I'm not gonna do it tonight because I'm gonna get up off of here. But anyway, so that Last Supper painting, the original And the story of the Last Supper, it was an innocent man being turned over into the hands of the wicked, all right, to be sacrificed and to try to put away everything that he taught. Now, but here's where it reverses. Here's where it reverses. The Most High sent them a strong delusion and got them to signal the end of the Prince of Darkness. Watch this. Instead of the last time, can I read my own handwriting? Instead of the last, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. I get these downloads, y'all, when I'm waking up and I just start scribbling. But anyway, the students of the way, the truth, and the light broke. Okay, instead of the last time the students of the way, the truth, and the light broke bread with the teacher, that spelled the last of the gathering of the workers of darkness. Instead, okay, y'all. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. It's scribble scrabble. Okay, that scene that we saw with the drag queens and the L chick in the front sitting in the position of the Messiah, that scene spelled the last of the gathering of the workers of darkness, because the Prince of Darkness is about to be given into the hands of the light. So see, they did something that they thought was a mockery, but what they actually did is they cast a spell upon themselves, and they don't even know it. The original Last Supper was the gathering of the disciples to break bread with the Messiah one more time. He knew what was going to happen. So when he said this whole, as often as you do this in remembrance of me, he wasn't talking about snapping a cracker in half and eating it and drinking a little shot of grape juice. He was talking about, as often as y'all come together to break bread, remember me when y'all do it. That's what he was talking about. Y'all go watch that video I did talking about what the ritual that is communion, the blood ritual that communion is. It's a blood ritual. All right. You got to know that. So instead of the Messiah breaking bread with his disciples one more time because he knew he was about to be sacrificed, these idiots call themselves making a mockery, and they just cast a spell upon themselves. So that signified the Prince of Darkness is about to be given into the hands of the light to be dealt with. All right. The truth is about to try, find guilty, and put away darkness from this world. Truth is about to try, find guilty, and put away darkness from this world. That's what happened with that scene. So y'all can listen, y'all can transmute anything. This is why you don't want to get up in your emotions. They want you in a low vibrational emotion of anger. What are they doing to my Messiah? You can't do that. That's the energy they want you in. Don't give them that. Transmute it. Flip it. Say, wait a minute. God said he was going to send them a strong delusion so that they could believe the lie instead of the truth. Could they be deluded and thinking that they're doing a mockery? Yes. If they truly understood, they wouldn't have done that. But the deed is done. They've sealed their own fate. Okay? All right? Now, he showed you the imagery of a queen with a beheaded queen or something. He showed you that in the beginning. The image of the beheaded queen holding her own head. That is the power of the former governors of this world is broken. Yet rather than being dead and buried, they're forced to stand there watching powerlessly at the result of their misdoings. So you have this image in the opening ceremony of Queen Marie Antoinette or whatever beheaded and sitting there with her hands holding her head with no head there. What does that represent, Matthew? Well, how did Matthew see that? Through his spiritual eye. Matthew saw that as the former rulers of this world losing power, because where the head goes, the body follows, right? Well, the head gone, the body can't move. But with this imagery of the head sitting there, the hands holding the head that's been chopped off, they're watching powerlessly at the result of their misdoings. Could it also be an alluding to the prophecy about death being removed, and the wicked wanting to die and not being able to? Let's see that prophecy real quick. That comes from Revelation. Because that's coming. That's coming. That's coming. These people, they be trying to do these little stupid rituals, and they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know that they brought the house down on themselves. But if they knew universal law, especially the one in Proverbs 26 and 27, they would think twice before they did this dumb stuff. All right? Let me share this to the screen. Revelation 9 and 1 through 9. And the fifth angel sounded. There's that number 5 again. How about that? How about that? And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. In their foreheads, not on their foreheads. You got fools running around here writing stuff on their foreheads like, okay, I'm sealed. That seal is that pineal gland. All right. That seal is on the inside. Can't nobody see it but the Most High. You can't even see it. You can't even see the seal that you got, if you got it. All right. Verse 4 again, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. How are these beasts going to see the seal of God in the forehead? I just told you, you can't see it. They can't see it either. But guess what? It gives off an energetic signature. It gives off a frequency. Everything's coming back. Everything's coming back to frequency. The energy is frequency. I mean, what existence is frequency, energy, and vibration. That's why I'm always talking about keep your vibrations at a high frequency. But only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads, not on their foreheads. So you got to be given, something got to be activated inside of there that's giving off a certain frequency. So they say, hey, no, he ours. We can't sting him. He ain't got the seal, sting him. She ain't got the seal, sting her. Verse 5, and to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented for 5 months. There's that number 5 again. 5 in numerology means change. I guess you'll change after you've been tormented for 5 months, right? And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And here's the kicker, verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. So here you have this image of this beheaded queen holding her head, and the eyes are open, watching. Men shall seek death, and it shall flee from them. See, that's what's coming. They don't even know what they did to themselves. This is why you can't get upset by the wicked, because the wicked are mostly stupid. They are. What did the scripture say? The scripture said, if it were possible, he would fool even the very elect. But that if is a powerful statement. It means it's not possible. So the stuff they do, they fool themselves. Thinking they fooling y'all, they fooling themselves. Woo! All right. So that's pretty much what I got, y'all. Let me see. I did read the explanation of the history of the Olympic rings and what they told us they were and how they started. Be sure to use the example of turning your recompense onto your own head with regards to the Last Supper scene during the opening ceremonies. Okay, yeah. So let me read Joel chapter 3 and 4. Let me read Joel chapter 3, verse 4 real quick. See, because let me explain to y'all what is happening here. Let me turn to Joel chapter 3. Let me explain to y'all what's happening. Okay, and they're doing that scene. By some accounts, that's them saying, "I'll show you. We'll make a mockery." Now, I don't personally. I'm gonna be honest. I hope this don't rub you the wrong way. If it does, ain't my intent. It is what it is. I don't care that they did that scene. That don't bother me because you know what? I didn't. When I saw what was going on, I turned it off anyway. I'm like, ugh. I turned it off. That doesn't bother me because I know what it is. I know what's behind it. People be talking about they're making a mockery out of our Savior. What are you gonna do? See, what y'all need to understand is that Christianity, and I did a video talking about Judeo-Christianity and how it's been used for centuries to steal people's lands and to subjugate peoples. Okay, y'all, they love talking about Christ. Oh, Christ this, Christ that. Christ ain't never tell nobody, hey, go stick the sword or spear in somebody that don't bow the knee to me. That wasn't his example. But you had all these holy wars over Christianity, and I'm trying to drive out. Well, we need to go. Really was for that land. I told y'all, man, I did so many videos last year talking about the energy that is that land and the parallels between the Lord of the Rings films and the land of Judah, Middle Earth. That's Middle Earth over there. Mediterranean, middle, terra, earth. Mediterranean Sea, the sea that's in the middle of the earth. So when they're saying Middle East, they're saying the eastern part of Middle Earth. I heard somebody once say, well, where's the Middle West? Where's the Middle North? Where's the Middle South? It's real easy. If that's Middle Earth, then the Middle South is Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, right? Where's the Middle West? That would be Spain, Portugal, France. Where's the Middle North? That would be Italy, Greece, Cyprus, freaking Turkey. That's the Middle Earth. Mediterranean, Middle Earth. Watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Power. There's a power over there that people want. So you going around in the name of Christ killing people? Did he do that? Was that the example he left? Didn't he say, do unto others as you have them do to you? See the games they play? See the games that have been played for so many centuries, but now the revelation is happening? Y'all stop playing with me, man. Y'all stop playing with me. So what they did was they're like, we'll show them. We'll show these Christians, and Christians are mad. What you Christian for? Why you still calling yourself a Christian in this day and age? When the people who brought Christianity to the world were the same ones that killed the Messiah. But do you? No judgment from me. Yeah, everybody wakes up when they wake up. I'm just here to look. I'm just a messenger. Let me share this. We'll show them. Let's do this Last Supper screen, Last Supper scene with drag queens. Let's do it. We'll show them. All right, watch this. You show me? Okay. Let's see. For behold, in those days, Joel chapter 3, verses 1 through 3. Wait, no. That's not the one I want. Yeah, I'll read 1 through 4. Okay. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. What does that mean? I'm calling it back. Bring again means I'm calling it back. I sent them into captivity. I'm bringing them back. For behold, in those days and in that time, and I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead. And when he's saying plead, he ain't saying plead like y'all please. That means I'm going to deal with you. I broke that down in another video. I'm not going to do it again. Plead in that context means I'm going to deal with them. Okay. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast the lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Passing children around. Who do that? Who does that? Who does that? Don't answer. Don't answer. Keep it to yourself. Y'all already know. Yea. And what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense or payback? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. So he basically like, I ain't even got to hit you. I'm going to make you hit yourself. I ain't even got to hit you. I'm going to turn your payback. Oh, you going to pay me back? Try me. I'm going to turn whatever it is that you think you paying me back with, I'm going to turn it on your own head. So see, by them saying, I'll show you Most High, we'll desecrate the whole imagery of the Last Supper, which the Most High don't care about anyway. Like he said, don't make no images or nothing and bow down, but you got a cross, which is a symbol of suffering, a symbol of torture and death. You got a cross in every church. People get on people talking about, oh, he's a Buddhist. You got a Buddhist statue. Or this person over there, they got the Ankh, which the Ankh represents life. Look at the Ankh and examine it. That's the womb at the top, the birth canal, and the ovaries at the side. That represents life, the portal to life. Women are portals. They're portals from the spirit realm. They're portals to bring in new energy from the spirit realm into the physical realm. That Ankh is a representation of feminine energy and a representation of life. So you tell me which one, if you're going to wear something around your neck, which one do you want to wear? Don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started. If you ain't waking up now, it's because you don't want to. The information is out here. If you're not waking up right now, it's because you don't want to. And by the way, don't miss that this was the 33rd Olympics. Some of y'all know what to do with that. I ain't going to touch it. Some of y'all know what to do with that. This was the 33rd Olympics that they just had, that they did all that fuckery in. 33rd. That's a master number. Some of y'all know what to do with it. I ain't gonna touch it. Y'all know what to do with that. Those of y'all that know numerology, study it. Y'all know the significance of the number 33. Y'all know what to do with that. Apply that to this whole narrative. This is a very significant Olympic Games. Very significant. Verse 4 again. Yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? What you getting in it for? And all the coast of Palestine. Oh, you gonna render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Y'all, I was going to save this for my next live where I was going to be breaking down prophecy, but I'm going to deal with this. This is on the screen. Let's go back to this verses 1 and 2. He said, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the real Judah and Jerusalem, the real ones. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations. That captivity is being called back, by the way. Y'all see them curses, the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26 are being lifted. They're being lifted. They are being lifted. People are waking up now. They're coming from under the curses. Guess what? They got to go somewhere. They got to go somewhere. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. You got people that went, not only did they take a name, they took a whole heritage. Not only did they take a land, rather, they took a whole heritage. And they steady digging up artifacts and digging up old sites, old structures, and waking up them ancient energies. Y'all think, y'all, some of y'all think this stuff ain't real. Some of y'all think this stuff ain't real. Y'all digging up these ancient sites and y'all waking up and disturbing these energies that don't know y'all. You think just because some of y'all's minds are so small, you think just because you here right now that this is your first time being alive. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. This is your first time being in this body that you're in right now. But I venture to say some of the people walking this earth right now were the very ones that walked those lands back then. What about the video? I saw a video like 4 or 5 years ago of a man, a brother. He was in a hospital and he had some type of accident or something where he slipped into a coma just for a little while. It wasn't no long, like weeks or nothing, days. When he came out of it, they couldn't communicate with him because he was speaking a language that no one understood. And they went and somebody said, I think that sounds like Hebrew. They went and found an old rabbi that knew the old tongue because he had studied it. And he was conversing with the man using ancient Hebrew. And the man asked him where he was. He said, last thing I remember, he told him he was fishing at the Sea of Galilee. He had some type of accident, brain accident or whatever, and he went into a coma, and he woke up speaking Paleo Hebrew, not this modern hodgepodge mashup of English where you got English words over there that are spelled using modern Hebrew characters. And it's like, okay, this word, like you pass by a donut shop and it says donut, but it's spelled using Hebrew characters. Like, really? If y'all really knew, y'all would know that the ancients would have called that, they wouldn't have had no word for donut. They would have had a word that said something like sweet bread. Sweet bread. That's what a donut is. A donut is sweet bread. So that would have been sweet bread. It wouldn't have been no word donut. That's an English word that they put the da, the wa, the na, and the ta on it. Donuts. Really? Anyway, y'all done pissed me off tonight, man. YouTube. Y'all done pissed me off, man. Y'all done pissed me off. I like to be, man, y'all done pissed me off, man. Y'all done pissed me off. And I ain't the only one y'all pissed off, but guess what? Y'all ain't doing nothing but racking up karma. Y'all ain't doing nothing but racking up karma. Y'all don't know who y'all be messing with, man. Y'all don't. Y'all ain't doing nothing but racking up karma. As a platform and as the individuals that work it. Sorry. Anyway, let me take this off the screen. He said, will you recompense me if you recompense me swiftly? I know what I was doing. I got away from it, y'all. I got away from it. Verse 2, he said, I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will deal with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they've scattered among the nations and parted my land. This is why they had to spread Christianity all around the world, because the Israelites were scattered all around the world. And they were the main ones that needed to be subjugated by it. Why do you think Paul, I did this in my original Exploring Salvation video. Y'all go check I did a series, Exploring Salvation. So Exploring Salvation Part 1, I talked about that Romans 10 and 9, that they have everybody's sight in church when you want to get saved and give your life to Christ. Okay? That Romans 10 and 9. What if that was an instruction? I posited, what if that was an instruction that Paul left behind because he foresaw what was going to happen? He said, but if thou confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you'll be saved. Salvation has always been a physical act. Saved from what? Saved from the tip of that spear, saved from that sword, saved from being exiled and sent to be a slave somewhere in an island in the middle of the Atlantic or in the Caribbean. Confess with the mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and you'll be saved. The church has turned that into some salvation has always been a physical act. I did a whole 3-part series on that. Y'all check that out. What if that's what he was saying? So that's why they had to go all around the world and spread Christianity, because they had to subjugate the children of the light. The children, the chosen ones of the Most High. Y'all ain't ready for that, man. Y'all ain't ready for that. It's almost over, by the way, family. It's almost over. Voices like these, they're going to be less and less. It's almost over because he's like, you know what? I done took my names. I done got the names down. I know who's getting what. All that's left is for them to show up. And people waiting, just like folks overseas waiting for somebody to hit them. Waiting. So, again, verse 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. What do you think is happening right now? Look at all of these nations converging on that area. Y'all think that that's just somebody responding to a threat from this nation or this coalition of nations saying they're going to attack this nation right here. And what the white power establishment, the white power religious establishment has made that about is they turned that into Bible prophecy. They said, oh, this is the prophecy being fulfilled. All of these people are going to come down and that's going to be Armageddon. No, it ain't Armageddon. That's probably closer to this right here. That's a cosmic force drawing them there. Which cosmic force is it? That's a cosmic force drawing all of these world militaries to the same place. Y'all think that's just about some Hamas and some Hezbollah and some Houthis? Nah, it's bigger than that. That's this right here. That's Joel chapter 3, verse 2. He said, I'm going to gather all nations. He didn't tell you how he's going to do it. He didn't tell you how he's going to do it. God tells you what he's going to do. He'll never tell you how he's going to do it. He tells you what he's going to do. He'll never tell you how he's going to do it. You have to find out when it happens. They're being gathered right now. Yeah, that's what's coming. That's what's coming. You know, there's also a scripture that said let me pull it up, man, because I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me pull it up. Y'all should have left me alone, man. I was minding my own business. None of this I'm doing right now, that wasn't in the original program. But since y'all took me there, we had to go there. Y'all should have left me alone, man. Y'all gonna learn one day, man. People that don't bother nobody, them the ones you really don't want to mess with. Ask anybody that used to have fist fights back when it was safe to fist fight in school back in the 70s and 80s before people started bringing guns and dumb stuff, knives. Yeah, everybody always tell you, don't mess with that quiet person, man. That ain't the one you want to mess with. Let me find this passage of scripture. Crack somebody upside their head again. Let me find this other passage of scripture. Oh, it's Joel chapter 3. Let me see. Is it 3? Is it 3? Is that Joel chapter 3? Are we there already? Oh boy, Pluto. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Let's just read 16 and 17. Told y'all not to play with me, man. I don't bother nobody. I really don't. Anybody know me, ask me. They'll tell you I don't bother nobody. I mind my own business. I like to have fun. I don't bother nobody. Y'all need to, I ain't the one y'all want to mess with, man. I wish y'all knew. And that's true. It could be, Tony. It could be. This was on deck. This is what's on deck for the current inhabitants. This is what's on deck. Y'all didn't understand baseball terminology. On deck is the next batter. He's waiting. He's the next one the pitcher got to pitch to. That's what's on deck. All right. Here's what's on deck. Joel, still chapter 3, verse 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Verse 17. This is what's on deck. This was coming. So shall you know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, meaning consecrated, meaning set apart, meaning sanctified, meaning made special again. It ain't special right now. All right. Let me read that again. So shall you know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. Let me sip some water on that one. It's gonna be a whole lot of weeping, folks. Please, Most High, please. This is our beloved home. Please let us stay here, Most High. We'll do whatever you say, do, Most High. Please, please let us stay here. No. Get out. That's what's on deck. Don't get mad at me. It's in the scripture. It's in the scripture. Matt didn't say it. Matt just read it. Huh? I bet you they ain't reading that on TBN, are they? I bet you they ain't reading that on CBN, are they? They talking a whole lot of this and that. Still capping. Huh? Still capping. Back on the Olympics. Thank you for reminding me this. I'm going to say this because I'm about done. That whole Olympic ceremony, every time they pass that torch to an Israelite and have that Israelite running a leg of that torch carrying or whatever, they trying to make a mockery. Look at that. They don't even know what they're doing. I got your. Didn't you say in your scripture? Didn't you say in your book of Numbers? What is it? Where is it? Numbers 20. Numbers the 20th chapter. Is it Exodus or Numbers? Let me see. Exodus. Yeah, Exodus 20th chapter. Let me share this. We get ready to wrap it up. Boy, y'all shouldn't have messed with me, man. I don't even like to do this. I don't. I know some of y'all like to see me. I know some of y'all like to see me on 10. I don't even like to do this, man. I don't take no pleasure in this. I don't like doing it. Like my daddy said back in the day, sometimes you got to make somebody leave you alone, son. He said, no, I don't want you to start no fight. He said, but sometimes you got to make somebody leave you alone. Where is it? Verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right there. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So what do? They make the children of the Most High carry the torch and run it, because that torch is actually you carrying something of another god. And they laughing every time. See? We got your children. They serve us. Every 4 years they're going to serve us. Hey, you know what? Most High, every 2 years they're going to do it now. Okay. All right. He said, you're going to recompense me? You're going to pay me back? Let me show you what I'm going to do. He said, I'm going to bring you down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and plead, deal with them for my people and my heritage. Took the whole heritage, y'all. Took the after the Lakish relief, where you could look on them on the relief and see that those were brothers. You can see the braids, the dreads, the big noses, the big lips. But bump all of the visible evidence that's right there. Nah, this whole heritage ours, man. That ain't them. No one no brown skinned people in Egypt. Yeah, took them all around the world, man. Nah, it's over with, man. It's over with. Yo, I ain't want to do this. Because I know some people gonna be offended. But you know what? Y'all ain't got no problem offending nobody. But it's fragility when somebody does it to you, right? Y'all ain't got no problem rolling up in somebody's house and slaughtering and then taking over the whole freaking and then pushing them into a piece that's the size of a large neighborhood. But then when somebody want to clap back, they haven't been home for 9 months. They ain't been home for 76 years. Which one's worse? Nobody would hear that bullshit. Man, I ain't gonna do it. Y'all should have left me alone, man. Significance of the carrying the torch. Yeah. Yep. Exodus 20. I just read that. Exodus 20 and 3 through 5. Yeah. Let me bring that back. I ain't read it all. I'm gonna bring this one up, y'all, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll take any questions y'all got, any final comments. I ain't want to do that, y'all. I ain't want y'all to see me like this. Thou shalt have no other gods before me, torchbearers, Israelite torchbearers. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth, and thou shalt not bow thyself down to them. So don't make it to bow yourself down to it, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity or inequity or lack of balance of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So he's like, all right, this is what you're going to do? All right. Well, it's got to fall to your children. It's got to fall to your children and their children and their children. And you know, y'all, I wondered years ago. I'm going to take this off the screen now. So that's what they're doing when they have the biblical children of Israel who don't know they're the biblical children of Israel, who are mighty athletes running and carrying that torch, thinking you're doing it for your country. As Chad Ocho used to say back in the day, child, please. All right. So anyway, what was I getting ready to say, y'all? Before I shut this down, what was I getting ready to say? I don't even remember now, man. That was probably something I was looking at in that scripture. Let me look real quick. Visiting iniquity under the fathers, iniquity of the fathers upon the children. All right, so when I read that 400 years prophecy some years back, y'all, I asked myself, I said, why, Lord? Why do we have to be punished for something that they did thousands of years ago? And that is when the Most High said to me and showed me that we are our ancestors. We are them. We are our ancestors. So some of us that's catching this, the reason why it's got to pass down to your children and the children's children and the children's children. Think about it. I always like to use this pine tree example. Think about a pine tree. When a pine tree grows up from a sapling to a big old giant pine tree and drops a cone on the ground, that cone is that original pine tree. But when it hits that ground, it grows up and forms its own tree. But guess what? That tree is the tree that it came from. And so when that tree gets big and drops another pine cone, that's still that original tree. That's what we don't look at. But we let the church and the education system jack our heads up and make us think that we only here one time. Of all of the cyclical things in existence, I won't say in the universe, in existence, why would we be the only things that's a blip that happens one time and then we're not here anymore? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. All right. So that is why the punishment gets passed down through the generations, because the offspring are the originators. You are your ancestors. These people that's over here in this other land, swearing up and down, swearing on Bibles that they're God's chosen people. That's why they about to catch that smoke. Because you know what? A lot of them are the offspring and the descendants of the same Romans that tore the place up the first time. They doing the same things. You know what they did in ancient Jerusalem? When the Romans surrounded it, they're like, let's starve them. Let's starve them out. Let's starve them out. Let's make sure they don't get no water. Now we're going here and attack them. That's a Roman battle strategy. Who's doing it today? The Romans. The Romans. We don't want to hear that. He said the children of Israel are scattered. Scattered. That's why Christianity had to spread around the world. That was part of the chains of bondage. You going around conquering lands with a priest and sword bearers. When did quote unquote Jesus ever say, go in the world and preach the gospel, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and if they don't accept it, threaten them and give them one more chance, and if they still don't accept it, kill them, torture them, hang them, get out of church service in Jim Crow South and go start some ish so you can burn down the town because they doing a little bit better than you economically. These are Christians. Christians. They'll tell you they love the Lord. Oh, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. Yeah. Man, look. Woo! Woo! Let me read some comments to get out of here, y'all. They should have left me alone, man. I don't like doing this, man. Like, you know, I took a shower before I got on camera. Now I feel like I got to go take a spiritual bath, y'all. I feel like I got to go in there and take a salt bath with some peroxide in it and some floral essences and maybe some lemon juice and some baking soda, you know, sea salt. But you know what, man? As my mother says, to God be the glory. This is the Most High's doing. I didn't know this was going to happen. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I probably would have even gotten online tonight. I got this download earlier today. Spirit said, okay, you ready, Matt? You ready? Get in the bullpen and start throw some warm-up pitches. We need you on the mound tonight, baby. We need you on the mound, okay? All right? They tried to rock me. They hit a little 3-run homer. Manager came out the dugout. He talked to me, said, how you feeling? How's your arm, kid? I said, he got lucky. I took a chance on the pitch I shouldn't have. That's all right. They won't see that pitch anymore. They won't see that pitch anymore. I'm going to close this game out. We're going to win this game. I'll finish the game. Nah, don't bring the reliever in. I want all 9 of these innings, coach. Leave me in, coach. Leave me in. I want to pitch all 9 innings, coach. Huh? I want to pitch all 9 innings, coach. That's what tonight was. Let me read some comments, y'all. Yo, thank y'all for being here tonight, man. I ain't want y'all to see me get greasy. Like, I don't like getting greasy like this. But sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to. Lady Dagger Status, what's up? What's up, fam? What's up, fam? All right. Let me see. Let me read. All right. So let me see what we got. Oh, we got a lot of comments. I got to catch y'all. All right. I got to catch. Man, y'all hot over there in them comments. I appreciate y'all tonight, fam. All right. Cameron said left brain, right brain. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Joni. I got to go. I got to catch up on Joni. I haven't seen any of her videos in a minute. Sylvia Soriodaya. She's another one from German chick. I got to check her out too. Them the two I watch to know what's coming. But there's some stuff coming down the pike, y'all. There's some stuff coming down the pike. Let's see. Okay, she said it's our coronation. Esau did it then and now. Mother Wisdom told me that they make it too hard to love him. Wow. Esau is the king of Israel in the time of Joshua. He sure was. He sure was. That's a good point, Tony. Herod, the Herodian people, the Idumeans, all of them were Esau. That's a great point. And that's the Esau that's talked about in the book of Obadiah. He said you shouldn't have stood in the way. Y'all know that they stood Esau when the Israelites, when the children of Judah were trying to escape, when they knew that, hey, look, this the city's lost. We got to get out of here and save our lives. Y'all know that Esau cut them off so they couldn't escape. That's what Esau did. That's what it's in Obadiah. Esau's like, nah, let them burn. It's coming back around. Loretta said, Mother Wisdom said the migration is him returning people to where they came from originally. Ooh. I like that, Loretta. I like that. I resonate with that. All praises to the Most High. Let's see. The tail becomes the head. Hallelujah. It's that time, y'all. Psalms 83 going to play out on the people plant. Yo, it's that time, fam. It's that time. It's that time. And at this point, if you and your feelings, you better get out of them. I don't look. I told you I ain't got no more cares to give. I ain't got no more cares to give. Huh? If I call up for something, they're gonna tell me, nah, man, they ain't shipping no more cares. That's it. You just got to bring it straight, bro. Ain't no more cares to give. We in that season now. We in that season. God showed it to me in a dream back in 1992 when I was in Kuwait. I didn't know the meaning of it. I know what it is now. I shared that dream before. And I'm being authorized to share this dream with y'all too. Spirit, I just asked Spirit. Spirit told me, go ahead and share it. And this wasn't a dream. This was a vision. This is a vision I had last year. I had a vision, and these were people I knew, brothers and sisters that I've worked with, that I played sports with, people I've known over the years. In this vision, we were all getting off of ships and walking down the main streets of this main promenade in Jerusalem or whatever. Now, of course, there's no water in Jerusalem, right? So, however, we got to Jerusalem from the coast, we got off ships. The vision switched, and then we're walking. There's a parade welcoming us home in walking through the middle of Jerusalem. A welcome home parade. That's a vision I saw. I can't make it up, y'all. I wanted to share it last year. The Spirit said, no, it ain't time. Spirit just said it's time to share that vision. Yeah, it's knocking on the door. It ain't much left. It ain't much left to do here. It ain't much work left to do. And for y'all Capricorns that's out there grinding and y'all doing this spiritual work too, y'all probably feel me on this. Capricorn feel guilty if they feel like Capricorn always feel like they should be doing something. Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. We always feel like we're supposed to be doing something. It's a struggle sometimes to make yourself rest. But I'm telling you, the spirit, the downloads have been drying up, y'all. The downloads have been drying up. They have been. We gonna hit a point where it ain't no more word to give out. Ain't no more word for other folks to copy and try to rebrand. That season's over too. Read the whole scripture. Read the whole scripture, CBN people. Read the whole scripture, TBN. Read the whole prophecy. Don't read a part of it. Don't read a part of it. Read the whole thing. You don't want to do that, do you? I'm looking right in the camera at y'all because I know y'all watch me. Tired of y'all, man. Tired of y'all. Y'all ain't got to let go of the narrative. No, hold on to it. Hold on to it at this point. He going to snatch it from you. Hold on to it. No, you ain't got to let go of the narrative. Folks have been asking y'all to let go of the narrative and tell the truth for how long? Don't let it go now. Nah. Hold on to it. Hold on to it so you can be caught with it in your hand. Hold on to it. It's a wrap now. Let me read some more comments. That's like playing with a Ouija board and don't even know how to use. Exactly. And that's something that ain't something I ever did. Look, there was a movie. There was a scary movie back in the day called Ouija. I wouldn't even watch the trailer. Like I don't even want that in my mind. Anyway, Loretta said this sounds like the movie The Quiet Place. Woe to them. Yup. What's up, Worldwide Media? What's up, fam? Loretta said I didn't get upset because he's not white. So, but I'm Christian either. Oh, I didn't get upset because he's not white. So, but I'm not Christian either. Okay, got it. I didn't get upset because he's not. I got you. I've been saying that we didn't kill. Exactly, man. Exactly. People be like, oh, the Jews killed. It was a religious establishment. It was Esau. Tell us to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us while they lie. Exactly. Freemasonry. Yup. I wouldn't be messing with Pharaoh tomb since he wanted to be buried with all his stuff. Right. They go digging up all of that stuff. Yo, that stuff got karma with it, man. That stuff got karma. Do you know people put words on stuff? They speak words over certain things sometimes, man. You got to be careful what you messing with, man. People do not understand. That has been really one of the detriments of Western religion. One of the detriments of Western religion is that it stripped spirituality out and kept your mind in this box so that you don't really know the full extent of everything that exists in existence. Well, just like the girl said in the video, well, just focus on Jesus. No, you can't focus on Jesus when you're sitting on some land that you took from somebody and then telling everybody, hey, let's focus on Jesus. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Nah, the universe recorded that. That's got to get corrected. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that, but that's how things work. Everything is brought into balance. This is why you have planetary retrogrades. Did some of these planets get too far off course? And they move retrograde so that they can get back in alignment. As above, so below. If something goes out of whack, it's got to get corrected. She said, I know I've been here before. I've seen visions from slavery and it didn't end well, but in my Caroline voice, I'm back. Hello. And I've seen some past life visions too, Loretta. You ain't alone with that. You are not alone with that. I know who I was and know who I am. Shouldn't even say know who I was. I know who I am. Oh, this is a continuing saga. We're the same people. We play different roles sometimes, but we're the same energies. She said they got it on layaway. The bills are due and we're coming to repo everything. It's going to be snatched from them. And we really ain't. There's so many scriptures dealing with it, being given back to us. We ain't got no power in our hands to do nothing. They sending militaries over. They recruiting people's kids and stuff. Man, this thing is a wrap. This whole thing is a wrap, y'all. This whole thing is a wrap. She said, we love peace. We do. The house of Saudi is another part of Esau family. Yup. There are 7 Earps in the legend of the Jews, so they will be moving to the worst one. Wow. Michael Jordan, what's up, fam? Long time no see. Mike, random bystander, maybe you said that this already. You think the 5 rings could also rep the 5 senses, the components of our flesh that the world entertains to distract us from spirit? Possibly, but no, I don't think so much. I think it has more to deal with the continuity and keeping this strife and competition going. You want to keep this competition going, the strife going, and then what do? They don't even let Russia in the games this year. That's why I looked at the medal count and I'm like, they need to put an asterisk at that medal count, because if Russia had been allowed to Russia got some dope athletes too. They always have. If Russia had been allowed to compete in the games, that medal count would have looked a lot different. So anyway, No, I think it's got more to do with this this whole energy of conflict. 5 in tarot is the energy of conflict. It's the energy of conflict or the energy of sadness or the energy of loss. Okay. That's why with the wands, the 5 of wands is like conflict, struggle, but then you move to the 6 of wands, which is victory. So somebody's coming out of that conflict victorious. That's kind of how these things work. She said, I even think of possible Lord of the Rings comparisons with the 5 rings. That's a very good point too. You could definitely make that argument too, Lady Dagger Status. Thank you for adding that. Danites, snakes, by the way. Wow. I've had a vision last year of unbelievers going into captivity in Russia. Woo! Woo! Wow. 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 Yo, I ain't big up in them, man, but Putin said he's tired of playing with y'all, man. He said he's tired of playing with y'all. This is why they got that draft thing ready to go. I was listening to Colonel Larry Wilkerson. He was talking about how Trump wants to increase the naval ships, get the Navy shipyards going again, and increase the fleet to by like 100 ships or something like that. And he's like, we ain't even got enough sailors to man the 200 something ships we got now. This is what's happening. Don't nobody want to serve in the military anymore. It's not honorable anymore. It's like you got people, your kids going in the military and they getting shipped off to go fight for some business interest that want to take something that somebody else has. And they think, well, we're stronger than you, so we can take that. All of this stuff is quickly coming to a head, y'all. That Daniel chapter 2 is on deck. I'm telling you, Daniel chapter 2. Y'all read that and understand. I broke it down in several videos. You can just search YouTube, Matt D. Talford, Daniel chapter 2. All right. Said my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. And why? Why? Let me bring that up here. That's a good point. Let me bring it up. Because whatever you want, there's a connected why. I always say that. I live by that. It helps me to not judge. Say whatever you want, there's a connected why. Let's go to that. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's go to that. Jose, why are you hiding from me? It's getting late, y'all. That's what it is. There we go. Let's bring that on the screen. Thank you for adding that. I talked about it early, but I'm gonna bring it up. Whatever you want, there's a connected why. Thank you for adding that, fair use. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Why? Because you rejected knowledge. And because you rejected knowledge, I will also reject you, that you shall be no priest to me. Remember, the priest had powers. They had elemental powers. Wind, fire, water, earth. They could manipulate the weather. That's what kind of power they had. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. What law? Universal law. The laws of nature. He's like, look, if you don't respect the laws of nature and you don't respect the universal law, I can't give you the power that would make you a priest. That's why you're not going to be a priest to me. Y'all think it's personal. The Most High is more practical than personal. This is practical. He's like, I ain't going to give you. I can't give you. You listen. You don't know the rules, so I can't give you the ability to that would give you that much power because you don't know the rules. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. What? Knowledge of self. Why I'm always on here talking about natal charts. Learn your personal numerology. Learn your natal chart placements. Learn what they mean. Understand that. Understand who you are. Look at them outer planets in your natal chart and understand what your purpose is, what you came here to do. Look at your North Node. Understand what you came here to do. Look at your life path number. Understand the energy that powers everything that you came here to do. When you understand that, it puts you in a position of more power. It makes you more powerful, but powerful unto righteousness, not unrighteousness. Everything karma don't care who you are. Karma is simply the Most High's universal comptroller. It's the accounts payable. Accounts payable. This person is due this. This person is due this. You get back what you put out. If you're doing righteousness, if you're doing high vibrational things, you're gonna get that back in abundance. If you're doing low vibrational things, you're gonna get it back in abundance. That's how that goes. So yeah, we destroy for lack of knowledge because we reject knowledge. You got these teachers on these different platforms telling y'all what this stuff is. You're like, oh no, pastor said that's evil. No, don't show me no astrology. Don't show me no numerology. No, it's evil. Don't show me a tarot card. No, it's evil. It's all evil. Okay. Well, since you rejected knowledge, I'm gonna reject you, and I'm gonna let you just keep sitting in that hard A pew every Sunday, putting your money in the offering pan, praying for a change. And I ain't saying you don't get changes. I ain't saying you don't get breakthroughs. But I've always said powerful prayer is activation. It ain't begging and pleading. You can't activate when you don't even know what faith is. They told you that faith is tied to belief. It's not. You believe in what you don't know. When you know, you don't need belief anymore. Faith is an inner knowing, sight unseen. I ain't got to see it. I know it. I know what's going down. I know what direction my life is headed in. And in knowing what direction your life is headed in, you actually activate it and manifest it. This stuff's tied together, y'all. But when you reject knowledge, he can reject you. And he ain't gonna give you no priestly powers. A priest is not, you let the church tell you a priest is somebody who administers religious rites. No, that priest right there, that's a priest of the order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek is a powerful being. Melchizedek didn't administer no religious rites. He wasn't conducting no service. A warrior priest, warrior priestess. Y'all keep playing with these women, man. I'm telling y'all, this feminine energy in the earth is rising. Feminine energy is more powerful in a female than it is in a male. Yes, men have feminine energy. Yes, women have feminine energy. Just like physical energy is more powerful and pronounced in a male than it is in a female. The tides are turning. Y'all better start putting some respect on these women, man. Stop disrespecting them. And women, stop disrespecting yourself if you're doing that. I ain't got to tell nobody what that means. You put it where it goes. Let me get up off of here, y'all. Priest, meaning Melchizedek is Yahshua. Okay? That's why he said priest of the order of. He had power like that. Guess who else had power like that? Joshua. Yeah, I want to do a video delving into the question of, was Joshua, who succeeded Moses, was Joshua the pre-incarnation of the 0 to 33 AD Yeshua? Because Joshua commanded the sun to stand still. He didn't pray, he didn't ask, he didn't say, Father, Most High, can you hold the sun long enough for me to get? He commanded the sun to stand still. So that must mean that Joshua had those priestly powers too. Because the sun stood still, didn't go down, and let him finish off them 5 Amorite kings. That's the priest that I'm talking about. I wonder about that. It's the same vibration. Yahshua. It's the same vibration. I wonder about that. Anyway, yeah, priests messing with spouses and diddying kids. Exactly. Giving over to strong delusions so that they may believe a lie in me. Damn, boom, you nailed it, fair use. That's why he did it. He said, I don't want him to know. I told y'all, man, go read Isaiah 6 and 9. The Most High had the prophet Isaiah cast a spell on the people. And it was a persistent spell that went through generations. What did he say? He said, have eyes and don't see, have ears and don't hear. He said, I don't want them. The Most High had him do that because he said, these right here, these certain ones got to get dealt with. So if they have eyes to see and ears to hear, then they're going to repent. And I got to forgive them. I don't want to forgive them. I want to punish them. I want them to keep up. Because the more they up, the more karma they build up. And remember, karma is cumulative. You don't plant one seed in the ground and get one piece of fruit back. You get multiple fruit containing multiple seeds off one seed if it hits fertile soil. So he wanted them to keep messing up. This thing is ancient. Watch the video I did on Star Wars. They give us little clues in these shows, y'all. Star Wars is the film series. It's telling you that, a lot of us ain't even from this planet. We came here to do some work. A lot of us ain't from this planet. Go read the Gospel of Thomas. He told his inner circle that. He said, y'all ain't from here. Y'all came from the light. Where's the light? He said he created the sun, moon, and stars for, among other things, but for lights. There are lights in the firmament. He said, y'all came from the light. Some of y'all ain't even from this planet. Yet in a little while, and the wicked will be no more. I said, if we came back, so did he. Yup. No, he was not, but we have power over the weather and elements. Okay, I can jive with that. I can jive with that. Anya's intuitive. That's my sister, y'all. That's my sister. Yeah. Yup. Well, y'all, we right at the 2-hour mark, so this is a good time to wrap up. I thank y'all for being here tonight. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. I had some prophecy notes that I took last week, and again, the direction from the Most High was the rest. So I didn't come on live. I had a video I wanted to drop a live last week. This weekend I wanted to do it. Every time I wanted to do it, Most High was like, "Nah, you need to rest. You need to rest." So I take that instruction to heart now because I don't like getting put down. When the Most High put you down, you have to rest because your body's recovering from whatever He allowed to come on you to make you sit down. That never feels good. So I don't do it anymore. I've learned my lesson. Thank you, Fair Use. I appreciate that. Hotshot said the video keeps stopping on my end. Is this happening to anyone else? Also notice that these people constantly stop all the videos I watch. I only watch high vibrational. It could be that. It could be that, Hotshot. We're in a Mercury retrograde too, and sometimes technology messes up when you're in the Mercury retrograde. It just is what it is. The planet Mercury actually kind of governs communication and technology as well. So we see these things sometimes during the Mercury retrograde, just weird stuff happening with technology. So anyway, it's going to last another couple of weeks. I think it'll be over. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. I don't know when I'm not going to make any promises anymore because the well is starting to dry up. The well is starting to dry up, and one day folks going to look up and they're going to be looking for them voices that they wanted to antagonize, and they ain't going to be there for them to antagonize anymore. And then they're going to realize that they actually was there to help all along, and they ain't going to be there for that. And I did a video covering that too. I did a video covering why the Most High and what the real breakdown of the parable of the rich man and him seeing Lazarus in Abraham's bosom. The Most High didn't let Lazarus see the rich man who was being tormented. Wasn't flames, even though they used the symbolism there. He didn't show him the rich man being tormented. Why? Because the righteous have such a beautiful heart that they were still going to try to help them wicked people. This is why the Most High closed the door of the ark and didn't let Noah. Noah had no control over it. And don't buy into that stupid Noah movie they showed, and that was the dumbest movie ever. Like one of the wicked made it onto the boat and was trying to kill. Dumbest movie ever. Sorry if I played spoiler, but that Noah movie was not accurate. It was not biblically accurate. But anyway, this is why the Most High sealed the door. Because he was like, if Noah hears these people crying, he might actually try to help some of them. The Most High is not going to listen to me right now. If you're a light worker, if you out here grinding, trying to help people, man, trying to wake up the masses, trying to do good stuff, trying to spread high vibrational energy, trying to keep people's emotions lifted and people happy and stuff. Hear me when I tell you this. When the Most High move you, they ain't gonna see you no more. And he ain't gonna allow you to see them because you would still try to help them. And they got to catch that fade for all of they have umpteen chances. They got to catch that fade. They got to catch that fade. Okay? They got to catch that fade. They got to get it. So, and last thing I'll say is this, and I dare not try to bring up nothing on no video again because these mofos will try to take this one down for that. But y'all go check out the movie, the original Clash of the Titans, because there's something that jumps out of that movie for me too, and that is where Perseus, and there's a constellation called Perseus too, oddly enough, but that's where Perseus, who's the main character, had done all of his work, and he was just tired, and he fell down and laid out. He was days journey away from where he needed to get back to, and he just collapsed in fatigue, having completed his work. And what did his etheric father, I forget what his name, it might have been Zeus. What did Zeus in the movie do with Perseus? He picked him up, he picked his avatar up and moved it exactly where he needed to be. And when he woke up, he was in a different place. Y'all think that can't happen? Y'all think that can't happen? That could be. I'm not saying it's going to happen that way. I'm not saying it's not going to happen that way. But that was very symbolic. He's like, I can't do no more. I don't even know if I'm going to get back where I needed to get this in time to save the princess from being sacrificed to the Kraken. What did he say? And the other god in that realm that was hating on Perseus, she's like, no, you can't do it. He said, everything you threw at him, he surpassed it. I'm not going to let you touch him no more. His work is done. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Shut it up. Zip. I don't want to hear it no more. Perseus, my son, he's going over here. He's going to complete the mission. You're done. You got no more input. That's what happened when the Most High let you pass every single test and you still standing. When the Most High look and say, you know what? He tired. She tired. I ain't going to let him go through no more. Your work's done. Good job. Well done. Well done, our good and faithful servant. That's what it looks like. It ain't religious. It's spiritual. And it's real. It's real. Woo! Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Loretta. She said we are tired spiritually. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let me go up here. Let's see. Great live. Much gratitude. Thank you. Fair use. Peace and love, family. Matt. All praise to the Most High. Thank you, Loretta. They need to read Obadiah to each other over and over and stop trying to talk at us. Yep. Still trying. Still trying to rein people in, man. Still trying to keep people's minds under bondage. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ, consciousness, elevation, has set you free, and be not entangled again in the yoke of bondage. Y'all let them entangle y'all in that yoke of bondage called religious doctrine if y'all want to. I'm out on that. I'm out. That's all I got, family. She said I'd just be trying to tell them, or he said I'd just be trying to tell them confidence is one's ability to hold on to truth in this present moment. That is so true, fair use. You dropping some nuggets in the chat section. I appreciate you being here. Yo, listen, family, if y'all like this video, man, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you like being entertained, educated, uplifted, inspired, and I promise y'all that those of y'all that are new to the channel, I don't go on 10 like this all the time. This platform did some foul stuff. They did some foul stuff and had the nerve to send me something saying, do you want to go through community guidelines training or whatever? I'm just going to appeal a little thing that they did. And if they don't want to accept the appeal, they ain't got to put the video back up. I'll delete it. Hell, they put it back up. I'll delete it. This one is richer anyway. This one is richer anyway. So I'm tired of the games, man. I can't wait till he deal with all of these platform owners. Yeah, all y'all techno garks or whatever they call y'all on the list to get dealt with too. He dealing with all y'all, man. Ain't nobody escaping. Ain't nobody escaping the wrath of the Most High. You can build a bunker. You can't go. That bunker ain't gonna help you. Let me show you. Let me show you why that bunker ain't gonna help you. And everything that's written is gonna happen. Every author knows that when a reader reads their book, everything that author published in that book, that reader is going to experience. It's gonna happen. I don't care how bad you want one character to do something different. Whatever that author wrote is how it's gonna go. So let me show you what's on deck for y'all. For those of y'all that's running, let me show y'all. So I think y'all can go build a bunker or go build a space something or whatever. And that nah, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. Let me show y'all what's coming for y'all, just so y'all know. Let me just show y'all. Because y'all bless y'all heart. Bless y'all heart. Y'all don't know. I'm gonna show it to you. All right. You'll do this and hit the road, fam. This for y'all. Oh, fair use of she. Okay. Much respect, fair use. My bad. Much respect. Let me show this to y'all real quick. This was on deck for y'all. I ain't holding back no more. Y'all need to know what y'all gonna get. Y'all need to know. Y'all always trying to do the predictive program and showing people what's coming. Here's the word. Here's the word. This was coming. Here's the word. And it ain't my word. Okay. I saw the Lord standing. This is Amos chapter 9. This for all of them technology people think that they can, they AI gonna do something or save them, or they can go run and hide in a bunker. This for y'all. Amos chapter 9, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Now, does he mean a physical sword, or does he mean the word, the sword of truth? Either one, he speak the word. If he say drop, you're going to drop. So he's just basically telling you, I'll slay the last of them with the sword. Whether it's physical or word, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away. Where you gonna run? I mean, he sits above the earth. He sits above the dome. Where you gonna run? You ever seen a fish run away and hide in a fish tank? It's like, look, I got a net. I can scoop you out of there. I'm looking right at you. Where you gonna run? That's what it's akin to. Verse 2. Though they dig into hell meaning the earth, the grave, hell in the Old Testament sense is the grave. So you're talking 6 feet under. In this context, he says, though they dig into hell, he's talking about they dig in a bunker. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. So I'm going to take them from there. Though they climb up to heaven, some of them trying to build these high mountain retreats. I talked to a friend of mine some time ago. He said, yeah, man, a bunch of people selling their houses and moving to the mountains. Bunch of people selling their houses and moving to the mountains because they know what's coming. Friend of mine told me that. Okay? Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. Thence means from there. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, y'all know they building them little underwater enclaves too. They building them. Though they be hid from my sight, meaning physical, though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. He's like, I ain't got to go looking for y'all. I know where y'all at. Them giant tube worms. Y'all ever seen them National Geographic videos, National Geographic oceanographer, whatever? Them giant tube worms, they waiting. They got a job to do. They just waiting on the command. They got a job to do. They were created for that purpose. They got a job to do. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. And the Lord God of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt. Sound like some volcanic lava, don't it? And all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. I'm going to stop right there. That's what's coming for all y'all that want to run. All y'all with that money to think you can go run and hide and build a bunker and hide from what's coming. It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. I'm done. I'm done. So listen. I thank all y'all that were here tonight. I appreciate. Yeah, exactly. Fair use. Exactly. She said, well, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Exactly. So y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that were here tonight. I appreciate y'all coming back after they shut the first live down. It's all good. I'll deal with them in the back end. I'll send them an email, whatever. All right. It is what it is. I get it. All right. And look, you know what? I don't take that. I don't take offense to that at this point. I'm going to take that as, see, and I hope y'all learn from watching me that you can transmute anything. You can transmute anything. You don't have to take it and look at the low vibrational framework of it. You could take it and spin it and say, how did this work for me? Did this happen to me or did this happen for me? Okay. I choose to see this as the Most High saying, don't push their narrative no more. I don't care who it is. Their time is over. Their time pushing the narrative. And again, nothing against Mr. Kane or Khan or whatever his name is, but he's pushing that same narrative. He's still pushing that same narrative that these people that don't have the melanin to be able to handle the sun in one of the hottest regions of the earth are the original people from that land. He pushing that narrative too. So the Most High, like, look, don't just let me keep you on course. And that's what God does when he loves you. He gonna keep you on course. It might seem like it's a bad thing, but he keeping you on course. He keeping you on course. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that correction. I promise y'all won't see me doing that's the end of that. That's the end of that. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm coming with the sword now. Sword of truth. That's the word. I'm coming with that now. I'm trying to be all inclusive and, you know, let everybody know, look, everybody out here ain't listen. And that's true. That's true. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I said this in that Wheat and Tears video. Everybody that look like you ain't your friend, and everybody who don't look like you ain't your enemy. So please keep that in mind too, y'all. For this season that we coming into. Please keep that in mind. Pray and ask for and activate the discernment to be able to see. The Messiah gave us the instructions a long time ago. He said, judge the tree by its fruit. What's the fruit? The work, what it gives. Fruit is what the tree gives. So judge the individual by what he or she gives, not what he or she looks like. All right? Hotshot said, don't quit, Matt. I feel you. I had to quit my channel like this one. I know what you're going through. Thank you, Hotshot. I appreciate that. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. Actually, what's going to happen is this going to go away. This is going to go away. In a flash, the righteous going to be all celebrating together, and they ain't going to have no knowledge of where the wicked are. And he ain't going to let the righteous see the wicked. I did a video on that. What is that, y'all? I keep trying to get off of here, but I keep wanting to share stuff with y'all. Let me show y'all this one. Let me find this video on my channel real quick. YouTube. But show this and then I'm bailing out. Let's see. No, let's do it like this. Sun proximity warning. That is the that's the video. All right, let me copy that. Oh, come on. All right. I'm gonna share this and then I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. This is the video right here. Thank you to those of you who stayed for the whole time. I really appreciate you guys. Losing my voice a little bit, but it's all good. All right, this is the video right here. So y'all check that out on my channel. It's called Sun Proximity Warning. Y'all check that out. That's pretty much going to, I got a bunch of prophetic, maybe I need to do a prophecy video playlist or something. I don't have it right now, but something I can work on this week or whatever. But y'all check this one out. Sun Proximity Warning, prophetic dream about the end of the age. Okay. That is the one where I kind of go into that. So y'all check that out. Yep. Thank you, Hotshot. So, family, listen, I'm in this one like I end them all. Tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You have to show it. Okay. Love is a verb. It's a noun as well. But when we focus on the verb, the noun always takes care of itself. I love you guys. Thank y'all for being here tonight. And again, if you haven't done so already and you're interested in this type of content, hit that subscribe button. And last time, if you haven't done so, hit the like button for me on the way out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a good night, family. Peace.